RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier Title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all. Altonized Community Credit Union, offering lower rates on loans and higher rates on savings. Eagle Home Improvement, call us today for a free home estimate. Auto Centers Nissan, where you always buy it right. Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, working together to build one dream at a time. Baxter's on Broadway in Alton, where great parties begin. And Berger Automotive, where customer service comes first.
Because that might have been about the best kickoff return I've seen against Marquette this year. They're out to the 44-yard line. So they've got to play better than that.
So the Hilltoppers start 1st and 10, as Mike said, from their own 44. The backs in the I formation. And from the good field position, here is the give to the tailback right up the middle. Lots of running room, dragging tacklers across midfield. And down to the Explorers' 46-yard line goes Jordan Childs. He's their Mr. Everything. He returns kicks. He plays kicks. And he's a dangerous running back. And on that carry, he picked up 9. And it's 2nd and 1 for the Hilltoppers.
And I'm sure that the Hilltoppers saw the Cavaliers last week run up the gut against Marquette and do have a lot of success, and that's what they did the first play.
2nd and 1. Now the give to the second man through in that triple I.
Number 40,
and he's got the first down to the Explorer 42-yard line. A gain of 4 on that carry for Hobie Smith, as he picks up the first down of the night for the Hilltoppers.
And right now it kind of looks like what happened last week against Carlinville, in that really the first quarter, almost the whole first half, it looked like Marquette just could not solve that Cavalier offense. Second half they did, but right now they've got to figure out a way to stop this, or at least slow down this Hilltopper offense.
1st and 10 Hilltoppers at the Marquette 42. Their first possession of the ball game. Here's the give to Childs right up the middle. He's gone. He'll go all the way. 42 yards for the touchdown. On the third play from scrimmage, Jordan Childs takes it all the way, and the Hilltoppers break on top.
Yeah, very simple. All they did is they ran 3 plays, each one up the gut. They gave to a different back every time, and that time on a double lead to Childs, he just went right up the gut. Nobody even touched him, it didn't look like.
And now Childs will attempt the extra point out of the hold of Nolan Rapay. And the Hilltoppers get to kick up. It's a low line drive, but it went through. It cleared the crossbar by about 6 inches as the snap was low, but Rapay got it down at the last possible moment. Childs just punched at it, kicked it just over the crossbar. So we played only 1 minute 16 seconds in the first quarter. And with 10:44 remaining in that first quarter, the score is Hillsboro 7, Marquette nothing. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Looking for something to do this weekend?
RiverBender.com.
How about great deals on your favorite pastime?
RiverBender.com.
Maybe you're in the market for a new home.
RiverBender.com.
Or a new car.
RiverBender.com.
Restaurants, menus, coupons, and gift certificates.
RiverBender.com.
No matter what you're shopping for.
RiverBender.com.
If you live in the Riverbend community, you need to visit
Auto Centers Nissan, the largest Nissan dealer in Southern Illinois, is moving to a new state-of-the-art facility located near 255 and Wood River. This new facility at 1825 East Edwardsville Road will give us the ability to serve you even better. Along with award-winning service, we have huge selection, over 300 vehicles, including hard-to-find, high-line, and specialty cars. Come in and visit us today, or check us out online at www.autocentersnissan.com, where you always buy it right. Altonized Community Federal Credit Union has been dedicated to offering personalized, reliable service to meet the diversified financial need of each member since 1939. And on average, credit unions provide the best financial offerings with fewer fees, lower rates on loans, and higher rates on savings. Stop in today and learn about all the benefits of being a member of Altonized Community Federal Credit Union. And with only months left until Christmas, be sure to ask about their holiday loan special. With Mike Slaughter, Sam Stem back in Hillsboro, the Hilltoppers took only 3 plays to get on the scoreboard. And now the Explorers having trouble on the return. And that play is a disaster. They returned it only to about the 9-yard line. And on the return was the freshman Travis Jones. He had great difficulty getting a handle on the football. Once it appeared he had it, he lost it again. And by the time he secured control of the football, the Hilltoppers were there to bring him down at the 9-yard line.
Well, he's lucky he held on to it. I mean, he had it, he lost it, he had it again. He was looking downfield instead of at the ball. Luckily, he did get it, but the bad thing is he's only on the 10-yard line.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Explorers, just shy of the 10. And the Explorers start with a double wing formation. They put Jones in motion to the right side and give the handoff.
Handoff goes to number 42, Larry Newquist.
Larry Newquist, and he crosses the 10. Takes it out to about the 11-yard line.
White, number 2
on that carry for
Cody
Newquist.
I think what you're going to see is Newquist carrying the load tonight.
on the stop.
You know, without Zerwas, it's a
2-yard gain, second down.
Before Larry Newquist and Max Vest, and I think we'll be watching Newquist carry that ball quite a bit.
2nd down and 8, Marquette from their own 11-yard line. They trail early on 7-0. Now again the give to Newquist right up the middle.
Once again the ball goes to number 42, Newquist.
Those legs churning and takes it out to maybe the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 on that carry will bring about 3rd and 5.
Number 69, Derek Kistner on the stop.
The Hilltopper defensive line does not look as big as the Cavalier defensive line. So the Marquette offensive lineman ought to be able to have
ball at the Marquette 14-yard line. 3rd down and 5.
Haven't seen it yet, but we ought to be able to see that.
Marquette in desperate need of a first down, facing 3rd and 5 from their own 14-yard line. Here's the give to Travis Jones, sweeping the right side. He's got the first down, still on his feet, out
ball
to
goes
the
to number
20-yard
42.
line. They bring him down
Travis
at the
Jones.
19. That's well, actually, it was the 24-yard line, and that was a gain of 11 on that carry for Travis Jones and a first down for the Explorers.
Zach Wiltshire, and 83, Eric Fast made the stop.
He took the handoff from Vest, swept around the right end, and then just used his
ball
athleticism.
23-yard line, first and 10, Marquette.
Jones is a very quick kid, has good moves, and occasional power, too.
1st and 10, Explorers just shy of their own 24-yard line. This drive started at the 9, so they picked up a first down. Now movement up front.
Flags down prior to the snap.
Explorers jumped, but they didn't throw the flags or blow the whistles until the Hilltoppers came across. And now the officials will talk things over and decide who the penalty will go against.
Well, it looked to me like Max Vest, the quarterback, went with the hard count, and I thought he drew the defense off sides.
No,
but that's not the way they're going to call it.
Call is illegal procedure.
Somebody on the left side of the Marquette line also reacted to the hard count of Vest, but they didn't blow it dead at that moment. They waited until Hillsboro came across, but I think one of the officials, the one on the near side here, saw what I saw. And so it's 1st and 15 for the Explorers from their own 19-yard line. And here is the give on the single lead to the right side. That's Travis Jones.
Number 22, Travis Jones
out
gets
to
the
near
ball.
the 25-yard line. So he gets back to 5 on the penalty and another yard or 2 on top of that. That's a gain of 6 for Travis Jones.
And what the Explorers did that time, they put an I formation in. They had Newquist at the fullback position and Jones at the tailback position. And just ran a simple single lead, which could be very effective. Larry Newquist is a big blocking back.
2nd and 8 for the Explorers. Now they give it, I think that was a crossing counter.
Newquist.
And on that carry, Larry Newquist takes it out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 on that carry, and it brings about 3rd and about 5 for the Explorers.
Number 20, Kyle Morrison. Number 83,
Yeah,
Eric
I look
Fast
for
made
a
the
coach
stop.
to probably mix in a little bit more passing tonight than he has been in preparation for the playoffs. Marquette's going to have a good balance of passing and running
Marquette 29.
if they hope to do anything in the playoffs.
Well, Max Vest threw the football well last week. 3rd and 5 here. The second 3rd and 5 at this possession. Best back to throw under heavy pressure. Sets the screen to the right side. It's Newquist. First down yardage and then some. Across the 40, dragging tacklers across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
A
gain of 17 on that screen pass to the right side.
Number 11, Cody McCoy made
Sam, that screen pass has been a big play for Coach Reinhardt.
Ball on
I
the
really don't recall the earlier games him running it hardly at all. But like I said, in the past 3 games or so, that's been a big play, and it's always to Newquist.
Well, that was a great call right there. And the first down for the Explorers, their second of this possession, 1st and 10 from their own 46, double wing formation. And here is the give to Newquist up the middle, and he pounds his way out to midfield.
Larry Newquist gets the
a gain of 4 on that carry for Newquist.
And you know, Sam, I've been around football long enough, both as a player and as a coach. And you had asked the question, how is Marquette going to respond after the loss last week? Well, you know, they may have been hanging their heads all week long. They may have been dragging. But by this point in the game, once you've had a few hits and stuff, you forget about last week. And right now, the Explorers are going to only concentrate on the Hilltoppers.
Drew Schwartz wide to the right side, a wing to the right. That's Jake Harrison. Split backs behind Best to give on a single lead to Travis Jones. And Jones,
number 22, Travis Jones gets the ball.
48 of the Cavaliers.
By number 11,
a gain
Cody
of 2.
McCoy.
And it's going to bring about another 3rd down for the Explorers, 3rd and 4 this time. They converted 2 3rd and 5s. Now they have 3rd and 4.
Right, and what I'm seeing right now, unfortunately, is the Explorer offensive linemen standing around more than they usually do. Normally they hit and drive and go to the whistle, but on this series, for some reason, they haven't been doing that quite as much.
And now Utley checks into the backfield. He's back there with Newquist, and Utley, the fullback, Newquist, the tailback, and Newquist first down yardage behind
number
Utley,
42,
all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 8 on that carry, and the Explorers are 3 for 3 in 3rd down conversions on this drive.
And you know, a lot of nice play calling right there. This is developing into a very nice drive, starting at the Marquette 10-yard line, and you know, regardless of what they end up, they've really shown something here.
1st and 10 Explorers at the Hillsboro 40-yard line. Here is the give to Newquist. Working the right side behind the block of Utley. Inside the 35, down to the 33, maybe the 32-yard line, and a big gain on that first down play. We'll call it a gain of 7, 2nd and 3 Explorers.
Right now, Newquist is running the ball pretty hard. He always runs hard. We know that. If you want to say the knock against Larry has been that sometimes he's slow getting up to the line. He's a big boy. You know, he is not just all flash and speed, but boy, he sure runs hard.
Again, split backs, Utley and Newquist, with Harrison as a wing to the right. And this time, Best gets him on the hard count. And that'll be 5 yards against Hillsboro. And the Explorers will get a first down by penalty, their 4th of this drive. Now, I'm assuming that'll go against Hillsboro. That's the way I saw it up here. It is. Offside Hillsboro. They crossed into the neutral zone. That's their first penalty of the night. And the Explorers now have their 4th first down of this drive. 1st and 10 at the Hilltopper 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
Yeah, that's something that Coach Reinhardt just put in, that hard count. And I tell you, Max has to be careful with it, though, because he can have a hard count, but he cannot stomp his foot like he did last time. And that's what some of the Hilltopper coaches were complaining about.
Ball goes to 42,
Newquist to the right side, finds good running room inside the 25, all the way down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 8 on that carry. And now Larry Newquist, 7 carries for 36 yards.
In on the tackle.
And he becomes the feature back in this offense.
Right, and right now we're in a position where this is where Coach loves to run his wingback counter. Watch for Jake Harrison to come back around on a wingback counter.
2nd and 2 at the 20. Here's the give again. That single lead to the right side. Newquist, first down yardage and then some inside the 15.
Number 42,
and all the way
Newquist
down
with a
here
big gain.
the 10-yard line. A gain of 10 on that carry for Larry Newquist, and another first down, the 5th of this drive.
Well, and Newquist has been the horse on this drive here, and you know, maybe I know he didn't hear me, but I said he's got to step forward, and
Ball
Max
just
Vest has to
inside the
step forward.
Hillsboro 10-yard line.
Right now, Larry Newquist, I think he's
Marquette.
decided he's going to take this team upon his shoulders and march us right down the field.
1st and goal just inside the 10 for the Explorers. This drive has gone 80 yards thus far. Newquist again working that
number
right
42,
side.
Newquist gets the
Hit
ball.
at the line of scrimmage, drags tacklers forward to about the 6-yard line.
Wrapped up by number 40,
a gain of
Smith.
about 3 on that carry.
Number 52,
2nd
Zach
and goal from
Wiltshire,
the
also
6.
in on the
I'm
stop.
still looking for one of Coach Reinhardt's patented wingback counters. He'll run it any place on the field, even down here on the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal.
And he likes to run that with Jake Harrison. It would not be a bad place for a play action also, and let Max Vest hold on to the ball and just run it in.
Utley and Newquist, the split backs behind Vest. Harrison, a wing to the right. Drew Schwartz, a receiver to the right. And the give is on that single lead to the right side to Newquist. And this time they shut it down. He gains only a yard to the 5. It's going to be third and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting call right here because if we don't get it, then Coach may have to go for the field goal, which
third and goal
from very early in the game.
The 5.
But this is a huge play right now. This 3rd and 5.
Utley checks in out. Travis Jones checks in and sets up as a wing to the right. Harrison a wing to the left. Receivers left and right. And Vest in the shotgun with Newquist beside him, and they run the option to the left side. Pitch it back to Newquist. He's hit at the 1, and he is in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Marquette.
They ran the option to the left side out of the shotgun, and Newquist was met by 2 tacklers at the 1-yard line, but he just got the legs turning and finally extended himself into the end zone. A 5-yard touchdown run by Larry Newquist. And the Explorers are within an extra point of tying this game.
That was a very well-run play by Max Vest, taking that snap, running the option, pitching out to Newquist. And as you said, Sam, Newquist has bowled his way into the end.
Corey Marin, the extra point attempt. The kick is up, it's high, it's long, and it's good. And much prettier than the one kicked by Childs on the other end. Well, that was quite a drive, a 90-yard touchdown drive for the Explorers, capped off on the 5-yard run by Larry Newquist. It comes with 3:37 remaining in the first quarter, and the score now is Marquette 7 and Hillsboro 7. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
There's no better place to get ready for Halloween than Baxter's. Need a costume for Halloween? Baxter's has a huge selection of costumes for rent. Having a Halloween party? Baxter's has aisles and aisles of spooky decorations, plus lots of fun and creepy toys for your trick-or-treaters. Pirates and princesses are big this year, but Baxter's can help you create your very own theme party with their 60-plus years of ideas. Make one stop to the place where great parties begin. Baxter's in Alton on Broadway. Baxter's business is fun.
Berger Automotive is ranked number 1 for fixing cars right the first time and number 1 for customer satisfaction. Berger Automotive can work on all models of vehicles and is your full-service car specialist for oil changes, major mechanical, body work, collision repairs, and tires. Loaner cars are available. Berger by the Bridge is better.
Honesty and integrity, that's Berger Automotive. Berger Automotive.
Sam Stem along with Mike Slaughter back in Hillsboro, where this game is tied at 7 late in the first quarter. And here is the kick by the Explorers, Zach Keenan, and another big return by the Hilltoppers. And this one could go all the way. One man can catch it. They won't. This is going to be a long touchdown return.
Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
The lead on the long return by Cody McCoy. That was about 92 yards the way I saw it, and he went right up the middle.
A 90-yard kickoff return by number 11, Cody McCoy.
And earlier in the season, you had Zach Keenan kicking that ball into the end zone. What a difference it makes when you kick the ball in the end zone
number
and don't
12,
get it in.
Holds
if we get that ball, and I'm not blaming Zach. Zach's a good kicker. But we get that ball in the end zone, it comes out to the 20. In this case, we don't get it into the end zone, and it goes all the way back for a touchdown.
Well, tentatively, we'll call that 92 yards. We'll double-check it. But just like that, after the impressive 90-yard touchdown drive by the Explorers, the Hilltoppers strike quickly. And now the extra point attempt by Jordan Childs is up. It's high, it's long. And it's good.
Extra point attempt is good.
3:23 remaining in the first quarter. The score now, Hillsboro 14, Marquette 7. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports. Century 21 Seneca Edwards has been serving the community for over 30 years and prides itself on customer service. If you're in the real estate market, they provide the experience and service you need to make the best decisions. They offer over 50 exceptional agents who are highly trained to help you through the buying and selling process. With offices in Godfrey, Brighton, and Staunton, Century 21 Seneca Edwards is bridging the gap in the real estate industry. Check them out online at c21seehomes.com.
to do to sell you a car today?
Roberts Motors, 2 locations, Alton and Wood River.
The kick by the Hilltoppers, Jordan Childs, sails through the end zone, and the Explorers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So Hillsboro has run only 3 plays from scrimmage in this game, and yet they lead 14-7. Their first scoring drive, 3 plays, and then after the Explorers put together a 16-play, 90-yard drive, the Hilltoppers return the ensuing kickoff. Now here's the give to Travis Jones, working the right side. Travis
Number 22,
Jones,
Travis Jones
across
gets
the
the
25 to the 27-yard line. And boy, I'll tell you what, Coach Reinhardt is running
Harrison
to the
Carter
right, play after play after play. You're right, that counter is going to work pretty soon.
He must see something, or he just likes to run
Ball
towards his own bench. I know a lot of coaches who did that. They'd always run towards their own bench. But right now it's just a single lead after single lead after single lead, and it's working right now, so go with it.
So now they will run to the right side again, and this is going to be first down yardage for the Explorers.
Ball goes to 22, Travis Jones.
And Travis Jones once again picks up 7 on that carry. So Jones runs
Number 7,
8
Jordan
and
Childs
7 on this possession.
Ball on the
and in both cases, Sam, it was a huge lead block by Larry Newquist. And the line is actually opening up the holes now. The line's doing a much better job now.
So 1st and 10 for the Explorers. Marquette has 6 first downs. And 1st and 10 from their own 35. And the give is this time to Newquist on a single lead to the right side. Utley's
this
back
time
in
42,
there.
Larry Newquist gets the ball.
Fullback. And Newquist from his halfback
Number
position
20,
picks
Morrison,
up about 5 out to the 40-yard line. So the Explorers in 3 plays have picked up almost 20 yards.
And they've run the same play every time. The first 2 times with Jones as the running back, and the last time with Newquist and Utley as the lead back. And I tell you what, if it works, keep going with it.
Both teams came in at 6 and 2. The winner will have a chance for a home game in the first round of the playoffs and get a much better draw. The loser will go on the road and play a 9-0 or an 8-1. Now Newquist to the right side. Newquist, good yardage.
Ball goes to 42.
Across the 40 to the 43, maybe the 44. They'll give him the 44. A gain of 4 on that carry will bring about 3rd and 1.
Number 40,
well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if it was from a scouting report or what, but Marquette is sure picking on the left side of the Hilltopper defense. And, I don't know what the right side of the Hilltopper defense is because I haven't seen us run to the right side.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Marquette has not run one play to the right side. Even the screen pass was or to the right side of the defense.
To their right side, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Marquette has been exclusively right-handed, and here they go again. And Newquist breaks a tackle in the backfield, and will have first down yardage across the 45 and takes it out to the 47. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage, broke that tackle, and ends up picking up 3 and picking up the 7th first down of the night for the Explorers.
And based on the past 5 plays, Sam, I guarantee you, Coach Reinhardt's setting up 2 plays. One a bootleg with the quarterback, and the other one, of course, the wingback counter that we've seen all year long.
1st and 10, Explorers from their own 48-yard line. Jones and Newquist in the backfield with Harris on the wing. And now the hard count again.
Flag
and
down
the Hilltoppers jump into the neutral zone. And that's going to cost them offside Hillsboro. The second time they've been caught with that hard count. Marquette caught Carlinville, 3 times last week? And Marquette was on defense by rushing the line of scrimmage, and I think all 3 times it was the same guy on the left side of the line that jumped. And now I guess as long as you can get him to jump on the hard count, you keep going back to it.
Well, let's see what Coach Reinhardt does here on a 1st and 5. He's run the same play about, 5 or 6 times in a row.
That was a long 5-yard walk-off, too. It looks more like 2nd and 4 now. Travis Jones to the right side. He gets outside, and he's going to be close to first down yardage.
Jones gets the handoff.
He picks up 4, and he'll be about a half-yard shy.
83, Eric Fabb.
Again, what we saw, there was a single lead. This time it's Jones and Utley in the backfield. So what Coach Reinhardt is doing without Zirwas is he's just rotating his backs back there. And some people wondered, is Marquette going to be able to score without Zirwas? Well, what we showed on the first drive, that 90-yard drive, was it may take us longer to score, but we still have the capabilities to score.
And while Travis Jones is a freshman, he's a freshman with 8 varsity games experience. He's almost a sophomore.
Exactly, right. When you've played that much, we don't call you a freshman anymore.
2nd and 1, now quarterback sneak by Vest, big hole up the middle, and he takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line. That goes as a gain of 8, and another first down for Marquette, their 8th of the night, and that's the final play of the first quarter.
So the 36-yard line, and the first quarter comes to an end here at Hillsboro High School.
The football here in the first quarter, running all but
homecoming game
of the plays from scrimmage. Hillsboro has only 3 snaps, but after one quarter, because of the long kickoff return and because of the long touchdown run on the third play from scrimmage of the game, the score after one quarter is Hillsboro 14, Marquette 7. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Thinking about doing some home improvement? The time has never been better than right now thanks to Eagle Home Improvement. We can handle all your remodeling needs, including windows, siding, sunroofs, roofs, decks, and so much more. Right now, save 33% on Eagle Board energy efficient siding. Save 25% on Eagle Series Gold Collection windows. Save 10% on sunroofs and 15% on the project of your choice. We even offer financing for all your remodeling needs. Call Eagle Home Improvement today for a free in-home estimate. 618-259-2500.
You've seen the billboards and the crazy floats, but what exactly is RiverBender.com? RiverBender.com puts the Riverbend community at your fingertips. Riverbend news and entertainment, as well as an awesome shopping guide with terrific money-saving coupons from area businesses, a full classified section, a link to local websites, games, and so much more. Plus, every week, RiverBender.com awards cash and prizes. You can be a winner, too. Don't miss out any longer. Check out RiverBender.com today.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance today at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
First and 10, Marquette at the Hillsboro 36-yard line as we start the second quarter. And on the first play, it's Larry Newquist running, guess what, to the right side. And he takes it down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 on that carry, 2nd and 4. Newquist, 15 carries for 73 yards. And we played a quarter in one play.
Yeah, but keep one thing in mind, Sam. He's not doing it by himself. That offensive line is really starting to gel right now. I'm watching them much closer now, and they're doing a good job.
2nd and 4 at the 30. Travis Jones trying to kick it outside to the right side. This time there was not a hole, and Jones tried to bounce it outside.
Number 54,
got
John
back to
Joyce.
the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Explorers, who have converted on every third down opportunity thus far tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a flag on that play because it looked like Mitch Woolner, the center, did not get that snap off.
Brings up a 3rd down and 4 from the Hillsboro 31.
It really messed up the whole play.
So 3rd and 4 for the Explorers. Drew Schwartz wide to the right side. Newquist the lone setback, double wing formation. They give it to Newquist right up the middle.
Ball
he will
goes to
not
42,
get the first down
Newquist.
as he takes it inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, but it's going to be 4th and probably less than a yard.
66,
In fact,
Cody Loscott, and 54,
I wouldn't be
John Joyce
surprised
made the
if
stop.
Coach Reinhardt isn't lobbying for a measurement over there, but it is 4th and 1.
Yeah, 4th and 1, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
And why not?
Marquette facing a 4th and 1 from the Hillsboro 47-yard line.
Anyhow, watch for Newquist to get the ball on some kind of single lead or something. It's going to be a double lead with Newquist.
Our I formation. Vest gives it to Newquist. Double lead to the right side. He didn't get much.
Number 42, Newquist gets the ball.
I don't think he got a good spot, but still they'll spot it at the 26-yard line. And that ends up being a gain of 2, and he easily got the first down. From where I sit, it's easy for me to say. I'm not down on the field. Yeah, they won't even measure. He was hit hard, but he had clearly gained the first down yardage, and they ended up with a much better spot. Well, no, that's not. It wasn't the greatest spot.
Ball at the Hillsboro 26-yard line.
The good thing was he
1
needed 1
Marquette.
yard, he got 2.
Yeah.
If he'd needed 3, Marquette would have been in trouble.
1st and 10 Explorers at the Hillsboro 26-yard line. 9 first downs for Marquette, just 2 for Hillsboro. But they've had only 1 possession. Now the option to the right side run by Vest.
Number 7, Max Vest
up the
keeps the
middle.
ball.
And Vest takes it down to the 25-yard line. Only a
Down
gain
to
of a
number
yard
40,
on that
Hobie
carry.
Smith.
He had his pitchback back there in Travis Jones, but elected to keep it himself and picked up a yard.
Well, he had no intention of pitching that ball. As soon as he bellied the fullback through, which was Newquist, he tucked that ball away and started running, which maybe he was told to do that, but he had no intention of pitching that ball.
2nd down and 9, Marquette at the 25 of the Hilltoppers. Hillsboro leading. Now a run to the left side by Utley. And Utley picks up a couple down to the 23-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down for the Explorers, 3rd and about 7.
Number 52, Zach Wiltshire made the stop.
If Marquette doesn't do something here, watch for Coach Reinhardt to bring out one of his long field goal kickers. He's got 2 very good field goal kickers, and being this early in the game, he'll settle for 3.
Well, a lot of discussion about that game last week. One game, the field goal, and another time he tried it. A lot of varying opinions as to what he should have done on either one of them. Now, Vest in the shotgun on 3rd and 7 at the 23. High snap. They run the option to the left side. Vest turns it upfield, and he's going to be very close to a first down.
The ball.
Down around the 16-yard line.
Dropped by number 54, John Joyce.
Shy. Marquette went on 4th and 1 moments ago, and you would bet they'd probably go again here too. But a nice move by Vest to turn it upfield.
Timeout.
Yeah, it looks like
he needed 7 and he got 6.
Yeah, or even 6.5. But he's going to be just shy, just short of that first down. It looks like. So Coach Reinhardt has a decision to make here. Does he want to go for the field goal? The ball's sitting right in the middle of the field. Or if it's half a yard or a yard, do you give the ball to big old Larry Newquist and let him try to plow in for a first down?
Well, they got the first down. They measure, and it's a first down for the Explorers.
First down, Marquette.
I thought they were going to be short. He didn't get 6.5. He got the whole 7.
About that decision, then that takes the decision out of his hands. And with the first down, I mean, Sam, if you'd have told me that in the first quarter that the Hilltoppers would have run 3 plays and been up 14-7, and the way Marquette's controlling the ball right now, the Hilltoppers have not had the ball on offense yet in the second quarter. These have been nice drives Marquette's putting together.
Very good drives. This one started at their 20. 1st and 10 at the Hillsboro 16. Here's that counter to Harrison, and Harrison is going to go inside the 5 and down to about the 3-yard line.
Jake Harrison.
So a pickup of 13 on that wingback counter that Coach Slaughter's been calling for a quarter.
A quarter and a half almost, but we knew it was going to come.
Number 20, Kyle Morrison made the stop.
So Harrison's first carry,
Hilltopper 4-yard
and it's another
line.
Marquette first down.
Marquette.
1st and goal at the 3. Looking for the tying touchdown. We're down to 8:10 and counting remaining in the first half.
Well, watch for Newquist on a single lead behind Utley on the right side.
Vest under center now appears to be changing the play. Takes the snap, turns, gives it, and that's Newquist, and he just walks into the right side.
Touchdown,
a 3-yard
Marquette.
Touchdown run by Larry Newquist, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Explorers are within a first
run by number 42,
extra point
Larry
of
Newquist.
tying this football game.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Explorer offense is sure going to be wearing down that Hilltopper defense.
Number 7,
the
Vest,
Hilltopper
number
offense
10, Marin
has
kick.
still, with 7:57 left in the second quarter, they've only run 3 plays. That's just unbelievable.
Corey Marin will attempt to tie it out of the hold of Max Vest. The snap, high snap, the spot is good. The kick is up, and he missed it to the left. And
Extra point
that all
attempt
goes
is
back
no
to the
good.
high snap.
7:57
So because of the missed
left to
extra
play in
point,
the first half. Hilltoppers 14,
Hillsboro
Explorers 13.
maintains the lead. 7:57 remaining in the first half. It's Hillsboro 14, Marquette 13. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports. It's time to book a date for your fall banquet and holiday party at Johnson's Corner. The banquet room at Johnson's Corner seats up to 80, and you can choose either a buffet or sit-down meal. Johnson's Corner will also cater to your home party, workplace, employee appreciation party, birthday party, or a holiday party. When Johnson's Corner caters, you can count on prompt personal service, and afterwards, they'll even clean up the food mess. Call for available dates, 465-5640. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton.
Midwest Motorsports, one of the largest dealers in the area with over 12,000 square feet of showroom, featuring Yamaha, Suzuki, Polaris, and Sea-Doo. We also have a wide assortment of accessories and apparel, as well as a service department with factory-trained technicians. Midwest Motorsports, just south of Alton in Hartford, Illinois on Route 3, 4 miles north of I-270. Visit our website at MidwestMotorsports.com.
Sam Stem along with Mike Slaughter back in Hillsboro. We're nearly midway through the second quarter. Marquette trails by a point. It's 14-13 Hillsboro. And Marquette with touchdown drives of 90 and 80 yards. Hillsboro has yet to stop the Explorers. The Hilltoppers have run only 3 plays from scrimmage. Took the opening kickoff, returned it to about their own 44-yard line, and 3 plays later they were in the end zone. Then ran a kickoff back for a touchdown, and now Zach Keenan kicks this one, and it's returned by Childs from the 11, out across the 20 to the 25, still on his feet, out across the 35.
Number 7, Jordan Childs on the return.
When they look at films this week, the kickoff coverage team is going to get lambasted.
They're going to get lambasted, yeah, but that one wasn't their fault. That was a very short kick by Zach Keenan, which has been surprising. He's had a strong leg all season long. I don't know if his leg's tired
line, first down.
Maybe he's a little beaten up or something, but he's not getting that kickoff like he used to.
The Hilltoppers start 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Triple I formation. And here's the give to Jordan Childs, the tailback, working the right side, and he takes it out for a short gain of 2, maybe 3, out to the 40-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3 as he crossed the 40. Actually, a gain of 4 as he took it all the way to the 41, 2nd and 6 Hilltoppers.
And what the Hilltoppers like to do, Sam, they like to run that triple I. Then they'll break it and go a double I, just a true I. Right now they're in that triple I again, and they mix up who they give the ball to.
2nd and 6 Hilltoppers from their own 41. Again, the triple I. This time they give it to the second man in that triple I.
Number 40, Hobie Smith gets the ball.
It's Hobie Smith, and he picks up 4 out to the 45-yard line. It's going to bring about 3rd and 3.
Hit first by number 42, Larry
Smith's
Newquist.
second carry. They've run only 5 plays from scrimmage now.
Ball just over
Jordan
the
Childs,
Hillsboro
45-yard
line.
yards, including the 42-yard
Third
touchdown
down and 3.
And Hobie Smith, 2 carries for 8 yards. And an opportunity here for the Explorers to stop the Hilltoppers. 3rd and 3, Hillsboro from their own 45. They give to Jordan Childs. He's hit, but struggles forward, and I think
number 7, Jordan Childs gets the ball.
First down, out just shy of the 48. It depends on the spot.
Jake Harrison.
And the spot doesn't appear to be very good, does it?
No, it's not a very good spot. I thought he had it also, but they're going to measure it, and they might just come up short.
Well, about 3 different officials marked the spot where he was down, and if they'd have gone with the official here on the near side, he'd have been about a yard short. They're going to stretch out the chains here, and he's about 6 inches short. So a big decision here for Hillsboro. Just outside their own 47-yard line, they have 4th and inches.
Well, I don't have any doubt that the Hilltoppers are going to go for it. With 6 inches to go, that stack I or triple I, whichever you want to call it.
4th down and short from the Hillsboro 47.
So they respot the football. 4th and inches for the Hilltoppers from their own 47 with 6:36 remaining here in the first half. Hillsboro leading 14-13. And here's that stacked I. And the Hilltoppers jump. The Explorers rush the line of scrimmage like they did last week against Carlinville. But apparently they hadn't marked the ball ready for play. And so now they line it up again. And now They stopped things, and Marquette called a timeout.
Coach Reinhardt's arguing that last call, it looks like, and rightfully so.
The Hilltoppers had set themselves at the line of scrimmage. The Explorers rushed the line of scrimmage like they did 3 times last week against Carlinville, and the left tackle came up out of his stance. They blew the whistles, and then they said, well, we had marked the ball ready for play, and they marked it at that point, and it was then that the Explorers called a timeout, and immediately Coach Reinhardt came 10 yards out onto the field, and he's having an animated discussion with the referee, and the referee's explaining, well, I hadn't wound the clock, and thus the ball hadn't been marked for play. And I'm sure Coach Reinhardt was saying, well, what were you waiting for? Both teams were at the line of scrimmage. The offense set itself, and only after the left tackle moved did you blow a whistle and say, oh, well, we have to set the ball ready for play. And I think he's got a pretty good gripe, don't you?
It's a shame that a call like that can have such an impact on this game, which it likely will. You know, instead of being 4th down and 5 yards and 6 inches, it's still 4th down and 6 inches. And Coach Reinhardt has every reason to be fuming over there on the sideline.
Hillsboro facing a 4th down and short from their own 47-yard line.
So, let's see if have they marked the ball ready for play now. Both teams at the line of scrimmage, 4th and inches for the Hilltoppers from their own 47. And here is the pitch back to Childs, and he can't handle the pitch. It pops up in the air. He grabs it, and Angelo Cross is there to tackle him for a 5-yard loss, and the Explorers take over on down.
That's Angelo
Well,
Cross.
I guess that's only fitting, Sam, that we got those 5 yards back just now.
Is that what you call poetic justice?
Ball at the Hillsboro 41-yard line, 1st and 10 Explorers.
Well, they pitched it back to Childs, Jordan Childs, and he was going to try and sweep the left side, but the pitch was a little bit behind him. He got a hand on it. It popped straight up in the air, came right back down in his arms, but there was Angelo Cross to bring him down immediately. 1st and 10 Marquette at the Hillsboro 41-yard line. Utley and Newquist in the backfield behind Vest. The single lead to the right side to Newquist. Pops it outside to the right side. He's on his feet at the 35 and down to the 30-yard line.
Number 42, Larry Newquist.
And takes it inside the 30. A pickup of 12 on that carry for Newquist. And the 12th first down of the night for the Explorers.
Yeah, and right now what you're seeing is Larry Newquist. He's running with a lot of confidence right now.
29-yard line.
He's,
First down,
like I said before, and this is no knock, he's not a fast runner. He's not slow by any means, but he's not a fast runner. He's a hard, powerful runner, and he's going to pick up some good yardage for us tonight.
Utley and Newquist in the backfield. Harrison a wing to the right. And here's a quarterback sneak right up the middle. Vest, good yardage, on his feet at the 20.
Number 7,
before
Max
he's brought
Vest
down.
up the middle.
Max Vest on opening. They'll mark him down at the 21. A gain of 9 on that carry for Max Vest.
You know, as long as Marquette remains patient, they've got 5 minutes.
Loscott, 83, Fath, and 20
they've got
Morrison
plenty of
made
time
the
to
stop.
march down. The Hilltoppers have not shown the ability to stop Marquette yet. So, as long as Coach Reinhardt doesn't get impatient or anything, just keep on marching. And as long as Marquette does not make a mistake, we've not seen the ball on the ground or anything like that, which is probably the kiss of death.
2nd and 1. Here's the give to Newquist. Single lead to the right side. Tries to bounce it outside to the right side.
Number 42, Newquist gets the handoff.
Down to the 19-yard line. That was a gain of 2 and the 13th first down of the night for the Explorers.
But so now there was a case where Larry Newquist thought he was fast and he tried to get the ball outside. If he would have turned that ball up and followed his blockers like I know Coach Reinhardt always tells him to, he'd have gotten 2 or 3 more yards. And he's got to keep that in mind. You cannot outrun that defense around the edges unless you've got the speed of let's say a Zerwas. But Larry needs to get those hard yards up the gut.
The clock rolling with 5:10 remaining in the first half. Now the give to Utley. He runs to the left side, and a short gain for Steve Utley on that carry. Down to the 17-yard line, a gain of 2. Only his 2nd carry of the night.
Dropped by number 83, Eric Fath.
Well, they were just giving Newquist a little breather. They let him catch his breath. I'm sure we'll probably see Newquist on this play. I'll tell you what, that little quarterback sneak that Max Vest has run a couple of times has gotten about 7 yards each time.
2nd and 9, Marquette at the 17 of the Hilltoppers. Bryce Smith checks into the game and splits wide to the right side. Harrison a wing to the right. Newquist a wing to the left. Utley the lone setback. On 2nd and 9, the give to Utley, working the left side. Utley follows Newquist and pounds his way down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 7, maybe 6 on that carry. We'll wait for the spot. They'll put it down at the 11. It was a 6-yard pickup for Utley and brings about third and about 2.
Well, that Utley's a little, he's a hard kid to find out there in that offense. He stands about 5'3", and I know I exaggerate a little bit. He's maybe all of 5'5", but he's a short bowling ball type runner.
On 3rd and 2, Vest with a quarterback sneak, and again, good yardage, this time down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 5 on that carry for Max Vest, with a 14th first down here in the first half for the Explorers. And they have it 1st and goal at the Hillsboro 6-yard line. And this Marquette offense has been impressive here tonight.
I've been very impressed. I mean, a lot of us, Sam, and I know you and I, we were wondering what's Marquette going to do without Zilwas, and I think we got our answer. We're going to power it out.
1st and goal for the Explorers. They give to Utley to the left side, slashing his way inside the 5. On his feet, he's in for the touchdown.
Marquette.
A beautiful run by Steve Utley. He got those, put those shoulders down.
A 6-yard touchdown.
He didn't go into that hole upright. He went down parallel to the ground and just knifed his way into the end zone from 6 yards out.
I think Marquette's going to go for 2 on this because of the one they missed last time, but I'm not sure that's the right thing to do yet.
Well, it appears I didn't see Corey Marin come out onto the field.
No, Corey did not come out, so they're going for 2.
Leading by 5 here. We'll try to make it a 7-point advantage. They send 2 receivers wide to the right side. Newquist the lone setback. Vest back to throw and completes it to Travis Jones for the 2-point
conversion is good.
That was a beautiful throw by Max
Vest to number 22.
Found Travis Jones over here on the right side of the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Left to play
and the Explorers' lead is 7. 3:37 remaining in the first half.
21.
It's Marquette 21. Hillsboro 14. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
It begins with a dream. It takes a steady hand and teamwork, and it ends in a dream come true. At Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, we custom design and build your home exactly the way you envision it. Whether you own your lot or you want to locate in one of our growing subdivisions, we'll build your home wherever your dream takes you. Call Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes today at 800-377-3350, working together to build one dream at a time.
Did you know you can choose your own title company for your real estate transactions? Here are comments from people who chose Premier Title and Escrow Company.
Use them on an average 3 or 4 times a month.
We closed at the Premier office in Godfrey at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I was back to work by 2:30.
They understand what I need when I call them, even if I can't express it properly to them.
For your next real estate transaction, choose Premier Title and Escrow Company in Godfrey, offering professional service with a personal touch.
Stunned silence right now.
With Mike Slaughter, Sam Stem back at Sawyer Field in Hillsboro, where the Marquette Explorers have been very impressive here tonight. They lead at 21-14, and but for a defensive breakdown and a breakdown on kick coverage, Marquette could have a big lead. They lead by 7 as it stands. Now a squib kick by Zach Keenan, returned by one of the up men out to the 36-yard line, and you see what Coach Reinhardt was doing there. He didn't want to take a chance of a long run back there. Said, I'll take my chances with my defense.
So that was our
number 86, Derek Davidson, made the return to the Hillsboro 36-yard line. First and 10 Toppers.
That made that decision that's the right decision.
Well, the Explorers 3 possessions in the first half, 3 grind them out touchdown drives.
Very impressive. Yeah, very impressive drives.
Hillsboro with just its 3rd possession, and here's the give to Jordan Childs, and he is welcome at the line of scrimmage. And was that Mitch Woolner? It was.
Number 7,
and he just
Jordan
grabbed Childs at the line of
loss.
scrimmage and says, hey, nice to make your acquaintance, hit the dirt. And he did. No gain.
Yeah, that was a nice play by that was made by Mitch, and by Angelo Cross was in there too. And our defense, the past couple of weeks has started slow, but they've come on strong. So I hope that they can continue that.
2nd and about 10.5 for the Hilltoppers from their own 36-yard line. Triple I, and here is the option. They pitch it back to Jordan Childs. He finds the right sideline. Up the sideline he goes. Zach Keenan bumps him out of bounds.
Number 7, Jordan Childs.
Explorer 40-yard line. So that goes
Knocked
for
out of bounds by
24
number
on
80,
that
Zach
carry.
Keenan.
Just the third first down of the night for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, that was a nice option play
Ball
run by the
into Marquette
Hilltoppers.
territory
And,
at the
our
40-yard
defensive
line.
end and our
First
outside
and
linebacker
10.
both came in on the
Hilltoppers.
quarterback, leaving nobody to take the pitch back. And our their pitch back then just took the pitch and ran down the sidelines and gained 20-some-odd yards.
That stops the clock with 2:48 remaining in the first half. Marquette leading by 7, but plenty of time for the Hilltoppers as they have it 1st and 10 at the Marquette 40. Now the give again, Jordan Childs, a double lead to the
Ball
left
goes to
side.
number 7,
Picks up about
Childs.
4 down to the Marquette 36-yard line before he's brought down. Max Vest among the tacklers, along with Jake Harrison.
Met by number 7, Max Vest,
It's
and
been
number
a pretty
28,
pretty
Jake
well
Harrison.
played first half in terms of it's been a clean first half. There's been very few penalties, no turnovers, and that's always nice to see.
2nd and 6, Hilltoppers at the Marquette 36-yard line. A receiver wide to the right side. Again, that stacked eye, and it's going to be the quarterback this time running to the right side. Takes it inside
Number
the 35
11,
down to about
Cody
the
McCoy
32-yard
keeps the
line.
ball.
That's Cody McCoy. It was McCoy,
Dropped by
of course, who
number
ran the
44,
kickoff
Angelo
back for the
Cross.
touchdown.
Yeah, he's
back
got-
in the first quarter, and he picks up about 4 on that carry.
He's got some nice quickness, so the Marquette defense has to be aware of him because that puts a lot of pressure on the defense when a quarterback
Third down
can drop
and 2
back
from the
and then take
Marquette
off running.
32.
3rd and 2 Hilltoppers at the Marquette 32. The clock rolling with 1:45 remaining in the first half. Stacked eye with a receiver to the left
Now
side.
that time they jumped, Sam. I think they're going to
Flag
call
down prior to the
Explorers
snap.
again rush the line of scrimmage, which is legal. You can run those defensive backs and linebackers up to the line of scrimmage.
Call is a legal
It worked
procedure
every
against the
time they did it
Hilltoppers.
against Carlinville last week, and it just worked here against Hillsboro. It's the second time it's worked against Hillsboro, but they didn't call it the first
only
time.
the first time it's been called, but but it has worked.
So instead of 3rd and 2, it's now 3rd and 7 for the Hilltoppers at the Marquette 37-yard line. And that's a big penalty if they don't convert here. And it takes more time off the clock.
Third down
as
and
they
7
rewrite
from the
clock.
Marquette
We're down to
37.
1:30 remaining. So they lost about 20 seconds with the penalty as well. And here is McCoy rolling to his left, wants to run the option. He stays on his feet and manages
Number 11,
to struggle
Cody
forward
McCoy
to the
carries the ball.
31-yard line. He picks up 6, but it's going to be
43
4th and
Edling
1.
made the stop.
Yeah, it's got a huge fourth down play with 1 minute left in the quarter. So
Hillsboro in no hurry, because if they don't make it, they don't want to leave Marquette too much time. Hillsboro does have all 3 timeouts remaining, but they're burning a lot of clock here, so even if they do get the first down,
Fourth
they're going to
down
have
and
less
1
than a minute.
from
We're down
the
to
Marquette
51, down
31.
to 50. Of course, Marquette won't call a timeout because if Hillsboro does get the first down, they don't want the Hilltoppers to have much time left. 4th and a yard at the 31, and here's McCoy rolling to his left. He'll have first down yardage, and then some. Still on his feet. He might go all the way at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown! Cody McCoy.
Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
41 yards on 4th and 1, and that's a backbreaker for the Explorers.
yeah, that's
A 31-yard touchdown run by number 11, Cody McCoy.
A 31-yard touchdown run by Cody McCoy, his second touchdown of the night.
Number 12, Rapeta hold. Number 7, Child.
They ran the option to the left side. He just turned it upfield, got the first down easily, and then broke for open field. And now the extra point attempt is up high, long by Jordan Childs.
Extra point attempt is good.
This time.
32 and a half seconds left to
remaining
play
in the first half.
The Hilltoppers 21 and
Marquette
21.
Hillsboro 21. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports. Rolling Hills Golf Course, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend area, has been providing an enjoyable golf experience and exceptional value for thousands of golfers every year. Rolling Hills offers a 27-hole golf facility, state-of-the-art driving range, and a clubhouse designed for tournament use. Bring out a few friends or have your next business meeting where you can enjoy a light lunch with cocktails and free Wi-Fi. Be good to yourself in your game. Come out and visit Rolling Hills Golf Course or see us online at rollinghillsgc.com.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Sam Stem along with Mike Slaughter back in Hillsboro. Tied at 21. This has been a weird first half, hasn't it? Marquette
It really has.
dominated with ball possession, but Hillsboro has shown quick strike capability, and we're tied 21-21, but we've got 32 seconds remaining. Who knows what might happen?
Yeah.
Cecil Brimage and Travis Jones back deep for the
Well,
Explorers.
they're going to squib this, I'm sure. No, they kicked it deep.
Jordan Childs kicks it deep, and it'll be Cecil Brimage from his own 4. Working to the left side, out across the 15 to the 20. A flag is thrown.
Number 9, Cecil Brimage on the return.
To the 29-yard line, but that likely will go against the Explorers.
Most likely. And what Marquette will do now is they'll just take a knee out of it and go in at halftime tied 21-21.
But isn't that what Hillsboro expects? And what would you think about it? One deep pass.
Well, you could try that one deep pass, but I don't expect it, Sam. No.
Holding against the
penalty against the Explorers. The Walkout will take the ball back to the 17-yard line.
And that'll set them up first and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Only the second penalty of the night against the Explorers. And with 26 seconds remaining in the first half, Max Vest brings his squad to the line of scrimmage. This game tied at 21, and Vest will just take a knee. And the final seconds will tick off the first half clock, and after 24 minutes of play, nothing has been proved here yet except that both teams are able to move the football. Not a great first half for either defense. And they just stand there as we're down to 10 now, down to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that's the first half. At the half, Marquette 21, Hillsboro 21. You're listening to Z1570
here at Hillsboro High School, Sawyer Field for the two.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier Title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all. Altonized Community Credit Union, offering lower rates on loans and higher rates on savings. Eagle Home Improvement, call us today for a free home estimate. Auto Centers Nissan, where you always buy it right. Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, working together to build one dream at a time. Baxter's on Broadway in Alton, where great parties begin. And Berger Automotive, where customer service comes first.
They put Harrison in motion to the right side, Vest in the shotgun, runs the option to the right side, turns it upfield, and gets back to the line of scrimmage but no further. And Hillsboro adjusted there and was ready for that play. No gain on the play. For the first time tonight, Marquette will go into punt formation.
Well, and that series, of course, got off to a bad start with the very
no
first
gain
play.
on the
We
play.
fumbled it and
Fourth
lost,
down and
what,
9
2 or 3 yards on it.
36.
So it went nowhere from there.
Hunter, Corey
That
Barron
was a poor
is on the
choice
field.
on Max's part to turn that ball up inside.
Corey Marin stands at his own 24, awaiting the snap in punt formation. His uniform's awfully clean. He's not been out there much except to kick extra points. And now Jordan Childs will return from his own 29. He's very dangerous. Finding some running room to the left side. Flags are thrown. Childs will have a big return and may take it all the way. Only Corey Marin can tackle him. Another flag is thrown. And let's hope that's not against Marquette.
There are 2 flags down on the return.
A flag lies all the way back at the 32 as Jordan Childs took it 71 yards for the touchdown. But this play will come back. Even if the second flag was against Marquette, and I don't think it was, they just have to repunt. But if that first flag, and I'm sure it is against Hillsboro, that's going to set them up deep in their own territory. And it will negate the 71-yard punt return by Jordan Childs. And I've got a word of advice for Marquette. If you have to punt anymore, punt it out of bounds.
I think so. I tell you what, that's very disconcerting, these big plays that the Hilltoppers have been unloading on Marquette.
There were 2 illegal
if we
blocks
can't
in the
stop
back
their
against
big
the
playability,
Hilltoppers.
we're not going to win this game.
The second
2
one is
illegal
declined.
blocks against the Hilltoppers. Marquette will decline the one that
First
was
one will
upfield
take
and
the
take
ball
the
back
one
to the Hillsboro
that
24-yard
was at
line,
the
first
point
and
of
10
the
Toppers.
return. And after the 10-yard walk-off, the Hilltoppers will start 1st and 10 from their own 24.
Well, and Sam, everybody on the Hilltopper sideline, they didn't see those penalties, and they're all yelling about it. Everybody on the Marquette sideline, I'm sure, saw the penalties.
Well, that shows up as a 10-yard penalty, but it took 7 points off the board. 1st and 10, Hilltoppers from their own 24. Cody McCoy under center with the stacked eye behind him to give to Childs, the tailback. And Childs is stacked up after a short gain. He took it
Number
to the
7,
25.
Jordan Childs gets the handoff.
No further, a 1-yard gain for Jordan Childs. And other than that 42-yard touchdown run he had in the first half, he hasn't really broken loose very often.
2-yard gain to the 26.
But it did give him forward progress to the 26, so it was a 2-yard gain. Childs, 82 yards rushing on 9 carries. 42 of that came on 1 play, his first carry of the night. Again from the stacked eye, 2nd and 8, and again the give to Childs. This time he bounces it outside to the left side, bounces off a tackler, and then picks up yardage out to the 30-yard line.
Number 7, Jordan Childs.
And whoever it was that tried to tackle him, and that's Max Vest.
That's Max Vest who
getting
came up and...
well, he hit him low, but he didn't wrap him up.
He didn't wrap him up at all. Just came in and hit him with his shoulder and his head. And I tell you what, you don't like watching your quarterback come up and hit somebody with his
ball
shoulder.
on the Hillsboro 31-yard line.
Childs picked up 5 on that carry. And 3rd and 3 now for the Hilltoppers from their own 31-yard line. Again, the stacked eye behind Cody McCoy. He turns and keeps it himself. Fumbles the football, and Marquette has it. Marquette has covered the football. Mitch Woolner on it. Down at the 29-yard line, and the first turnover of the ball game is a big one, and the Explorers come away with it.
Well, and Mitch just came through, and Mitch stripped the ball, knocked it on the ground, fell on it. It was all Mitch on that play.
Yeah, Woolner caused the fumble and then recovered the fumble.
29.
And the Explorers, for the second time tonight, will start a possession in Hillsboro territory, their best field position of the night. 1st and 10 at the 29. The give to Travis Jones. Jones on the run inside the 25,
22, Travis
down
Jones
to about the
gets the ball.
23-yard line. And a nice job there by Travis Jones to pop that one outside to the right side. And he ends up picking up 6 yards on the carry.
Well, and Jones has
ball
the
at the top
ability of scoring really from anywhere on the field.
Second down.
I would not be at all surprised to see him bust one tonight.
He showed good patience on that run as well as he waited for something to develop. And then when he saw it, he burst through the opening, found the right sideline, and was bumped out of bounds at the 23. 2nd and 4 for the Explorers right there. And Vest runs the option after faking the handoff to Newquist.
Number 7,
he takes
Max
it inside
Vest
the 20
keeps the
down to the 19-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down. They're going to put him down right on the 20. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Explorers after the 3-yard gain by Max Vest.
Yeah, and I still think Max, though, would be better off
Brings
not,
up a
not
3rd
tucking
down
that
and
ball
1.
away. Running the
just
option,
inside
and then
the
go ahead
Hillsboro
and let
20.
them come in on him, let them be in the defense, come in on him, and then pitch it out to your pitchback. Let the running backs run the ball and let the quarterback pitch the ball.
You think he's just a little bit reluctant to pitch it to a freshman?
I think he probably is, yeah.
3rd and 1, the quarterback sneak by Vest. This has worked all night, and he takes it all the way down
Number
to
7,
the 16-yard
Vest
line. A gain of 3 on that carry, and another first down for Marquette. Their first of the second half, their 15th of the night.
Now that's one running
Ball
play I
at the
like to see
Hillsboro
Max
16,
running that quarterback
1st and
sneak,
10
every
Marquette.
time he's picked up a first down or good yardage on it.
1st and 10 Marquette at the 16 of the Hilltoppers. The clock rolling with 7:25 remaining in the third quarter. This game tied at 21. Marquette trying to convert on a Hillsboro turnover. Bryce Smith wide to the right side. Utley and Newquist split behind Vest, and the give is to Newquist. Newquist running to the right side, takes it inside to 15 down to the 14-yard line, a gain of 2.
Yeah, I really can't believe that Marquette's getting away with that play. We're trying to draw them off sides because our quarterback, Max, he's almost stomping both his feet, and that actually is illegal.
And bobbing the head as well.
And bobbing the head, making all kinds of movement. And I guarantee you, Coach Stewart on the Hilltop sideline is yelling at the ref about that.
2nd and 8 for the Explorers at the 14 of the Hilltoppers. The give to Utley, working the left side, and Utley finds
Number 43, Steve Utley gets
short
the ball.
yardage down to about the 11-yard line. A gain of 3 on that carry for Utley. And now a third down play for the Explorers. 3rd and 5. 3rd and a long 5. It's 3rd and almost 6.
Okay, here comes your wingback counter, Sam. They're going to come back with Jake Harrison like they did in the first quarter.
Or will they go to the air? They've thrown only one pass on a play from scrimmage, a screen pass that went for 17 yards. They threw a pass for a 2-point conversion on 3rd and a long 5. Here is that wing counter. It's a touchdown, but there's a flag on the play, and this will come back.
They'll come back. Motion on Marquette.
Well, the wing counter was there, but it's illegal motion against the Explorers. That'll be a 5-yard walk-off, so each team has lost a
Call is
touchdown.
illegal shift against the Explorers.
And Sam, there was no question about that. We can't be up here yelling and screaming about a homer call or anything. That was a good call. We had 2 men moving at the same time.
So the 5-yard walk-off will move the football back to the 16-yard line and bring about 3rd and 10 for the Explorers. And
tell you what, though, it was a sure wide open play, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Walk-off will take the ball back
Jake
to the
Harrison,
Hillsboro 22 and bring up a 3rd down and
actually
11.
3rd and 11 for the Explorers. Outside the 16-yard line, Harrison in motion to the left side, and Vest will throw. Rolls to his right now, he's going to run with it. And he's run out of bounds.
Number 7,
at the
Vest
12-yard
keeps the
line.
ball.
A gain of 4 there for Max Vest. Did he have somebody open in the end zone?
He had somebody open in the end zone, and he's got to throw it down into the end zone. He needed 11 yards. He picked up 4.
And now a field goal attempt upcoming from the near hash mark. Corey Marin will attempt the 30-yard
13-yard line,
field
4th
goal
down.
from the near hash mark out of the hole of Max Vest. I think Max Vest gave up on that pattern too early.
He did give up on it too early, yeah.
So they line it up. Here's the 30-yard field goal attempt to give Marquette the lead. High snap. Vest gets it down. The kick is up high long, and he missed it wide left.
30-yard field goal attempt is no good.
Into Vest's body, and while he got it down, I think both times they've had that occurrence, Marin has missed an extra point and that field goal attempt, both wide left, and I think it's because they got the ball down late.
Oh, and I tell you what, that was huge. I mean, we started that after the fumble, started in great position, even went down and scored. Of course, he was called back, rightfully so, but what a missed opportunity that was.
So with the game still tied at 21, the Hilltoppers start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line after the touchback following the missed field goal. Well, that motion penalty killed the Explorers, just as the penalty on the kickoff return killed the Hilltoppers. And now Childs right up the middle for
Number 7, Jordan Childs burst
from
through the line.
to the 36-yard line. A gain of 16 on that carry for Jordan Childs. And only the 5th first down of the night for the
Number 1,
Hilltoppers.
Drew Schwartz, and number 44,
he was
Angelo
one move
Cross
away
made
from
the
breaking
stop.
that, and that's why we're holding our breath up
Ball
here,
at the
because we
Hillsboro
keep seeing that the
36-yard line.
Hilltoppers are just one
1st and 10, Hilltoppers.
1st and 10 Hillsboro from their own 36-yard line. They send a receiver wide to the right side. The stacked eye behind Cody McCoy. Long count, takes a snap, gives to the second man through. Out of that stacked eye.
That's number 40, Hobie Smith.
Takes it out to the 42-yard line. Hobie Smith, a pickup of 6, maybe 7 on that carry as he took it all the way out to the 43-yard line.
Andrew
2nd and 2 Hilltoppers.
Well, and right now it looks like Marquette's sitting back on their heels, and the Hilltoppers are coming right out at them and picking up, good yardage right now. Here it is, 2nd and 5, long 4 actually. Marquette's got to become more aggressive right now. They got to turn it on defense.
2nd and 4 Hillsboro from their own 43-yard line. Here's the give on a counter. This is Jordan Childs. And
that's number 7, Jordan Childs.
Working the right side. A gain of 7 on that carry and another first down for Hillsboro. They're 6th of the night.
Number 9,
Childs, 113 yards rushing on 12 carries.
Jake Harrison in on the stop.
And he is
Ball on the
their
50-yard
Jared
line.
Zerwas.
1st and 10, Hilltoppers.
He's a big play back, and they will feature him. He has 12 carries to just 6 carries for the other 2 running backs. including the quarterback.
Yeah, but McCoy really is their other running back, even though he is a quarterback.
Now they give this time Hobie Smith, the second back in that stacked eye, and he crosses midfield and takes it down to the 47 of the Explorers.
Territory at the 47-yard line.
And that's taking nothing away from the other two running backs in the Hilltopper backfield, but really, as goes Childs and McCoy, so goes the Hillsboro Hillsboro offense.
Well, the fullback never gets the football.
No, but
nothing more than a blocking backman.
He's a big blocking back, is what he is.
Yes, indeed. Second down and 7 Hilltoppers at the Marquette 47-yard line. And here's the give to Jordan Childs, working the right side, and he takes it down to the Explorer 45-yard line.
Childs.
Before he's stacked up, Andrew Cordy, the first to meet him, and then a host of Explorer tacklers filled in for just a 2-yard gain there. Brings about 3rd and 7.
Derek Dom.
This is a huge play here because if the Hilltoppers can get close to that first down, then on 4th down they'll go for it. But if we can stop them and make it about 4th and 5, 4th and 4, even 4th and 3, Coach Stewart might just opt to punt it.
3rd and 5 for the Hilltoppers just inside the Marquette 45-yard line from the stacked eye. Cody McCoy takes the snap, gives it to Jordan Childs. He has first down yardage.
Number 7, Jordan Childs gets the handoff.
Brimage brought him down, but not until he takes it down to the 39-yard line. Gain of 6 on that carry. And the 7th first down of the night for the Hilltoppers.
Their 39-yard line. First and 10, Hilltoppers.
Are moving the ball right down the field, very methodical, just like Marquette did the whole first half. And what's happening is the Hilltoppers are getting too much yardage on 1st and 2nd down, especially 1st down. When you're faced with 2nd and 5 all the time and 2nd and 3, that makes it almost easy. So this play right now, 1st down, it's key that Marquette holds them to 2 yards or less.
Down to 2:42 and counting remaining in the third quarter. We're tied at 21. Now McCoy rolls to his right. He's hit, brought down for a loss. Max
Number
Best,
11, Cody McCoy hit for a loss.
Down, maybe a 3-yard loss on the play. As they were just going to run a sweep to the right side, McCoy was going to follow those 3 backs, and Max Vest blew the whole thing
back to the 42-yard
loss.
Yeah, that was just a quarterback sweep, and like I told you, after Childs, McCoy is their best running back, even though he lines up at the quarterback position.
Well, McCoy scored 2 of their 3 touchdowns, 1 from his quarterback position, 1 as a kick returner. 2nd down and 13 Hilltoppers at the Marquette 42-yard line. Stacked eye behind McCoy with the receiver wide to the left side, and he'll throw. They throw the slant, and they complete it down to the 27-yard line.
McCoy's pass complete to number 83, Eric Pfaff.
Number 83, Eric Pfaff. Eric Pfaff made the reception, and it goes for 15 yards and a first down.
First and 10.
Well, they haven't shown us any throwing until just now, but they're 1 for 1 on the pass play, and they sure caught Marquette asleep.
4 first downs on this drive, 8 on the night for the Hilltoppers. 1st and 10 at the Marquette 27-yard line. Actually closer to the 28, just inside the 28. Stacked eye. And here's McCoy pitching back to Childs, and he turns that right corner but doesn't quite turn it. As the Explorers are there to bring him down. I think that was Derek Daum who came up and made the tackle. It was, and a good play by Daum
made the stop
to hold Childs to a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that was crucial because had he gotten around that end there, he was going down the sidelines for a touchdown.
Well, good contained by the defensive end on that play. 2nd down. Well, actually,
yeah, 2nd and a long 9.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line for the Hilltoppers. On the 2nd down play, McCoy turns, gives it to Childs, right up the middle. Big hole. First
number
down
7, Jordan Childs with running room.
Inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line.
Number 42, Larry Newquist.
And it's going to be 3rd and a yard.
Right now, that Hilltopper offensive line is opening the holes up.
Ball at the Marquette 19-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
The defensive linemen, because right now they're getting turned, and the offensive backs are going right up inside there.
Down to 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 3rd and 1, Hillsboro. Just inside the Marquette 20-yard line. Here is the give to Hobie Smith.
Handoff goes to number 40, Hobie Smith.
Triple I, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Good for a first down. And that may be the final play of the third quarter. They stopped the clock to move the chains. It was a 4-yard pickup for Hobie Smith. And another first down for the Hilltoppers.
16-yard line.
10 at the Marquette 16.
10, Hilltoppers.
Now they roll the clock. We're down to 15, and the Hilltoppers could get a playoff if they hurry. Not sure if they want to or not. With the momentum, they may want to snap it down to 5 on the first down play at the 16. They run the quarterback sweep to the left side at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, and at the pylon, and out of bounds at the 1-foot line. So a 15-yard pickup
Cody McCoy.
for Cody McCoy, and he's out of bounds just shy of the goal line.
And that was the last play of the third quarter. So starting the fourth quarter, the Hilltoppers will be right on the half-foot line.
So a scoreless third quarter, as it turns out.
As the third quarter whistle
scored a
sounds,
touchdown, had called back by penalty.
Hillsboro 21,
The
Marquette
Explorers missed a 30-yard field goal, and now the Hilltoppers answer. Thus far, they've driven 79 yards, and they'll have it first and goal at the 1 when the fourth quarter begins. After 3 quarters of play at Sawyer Field in Hillsboro, it's Marquette 21, Hillsboro 21. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports. Altonized Community Federal Credit Union has been dedicated to offering personalized, reliable service to meet the diversified financial need of each member since 1939. And on average, credit unions provide the best financial offerings with fewer fees, lower rates on loans, and higher rates on savings. Stop in today and learn about all the benefits of being a member of Altonized Community Federal Credit Union. And with only months left until Christmas, be sure to ask about their holiday loan special. Auto Centers Nissan, the largest Nissan dealer in Southern Illinois, is moving to a new state-of-the-art facility located near 255 in Wood River. This new facility at 1825 East Edwardsville Road will give us the ability to serve you even better. Along with award-winning service, we have huge selection, over 300 vehicles, including hard-to-find, high-line, and specialty cars. Come in and visit us today or check us out online at www.autocentersnissan.com, where you always buy it right. Sam Stem along with Mike Slaughter back at Sawyer Field in Hillsboro, where after 3 quarters, it's Marquette 21, Hillsboro 21. That third quarter featured Marquette's first punt of the night. It featured the first turnover of the night, a fumble by Hillsboro. It featured a missed field goal.
Fourth quarter begins with the ball inside the Marquette 1-yard line.
Turning the
First
tables
and
on
goal,
Marquette.
Hilltoppers.
Together a long drive that's gone 79 yards. First and goal, Hillsboro, as the fourth quarter begins.
If they don't run a quarterback sneak, I'll be shocked. I mean, it's almost on the line. I mean, it can't be any closer without being in. So I don't know if they'll risk even having a handoff here.
On first and goal, they give it to Jordan Childs, and he takes it in for the touchdown.
Hilltoppers.
A 1-yard touchdown run by Jordan Childs. His second
A 1-yard touchdown run by number 7, Jordan
And with
Childs.
11:57 remaining here in the fourth quarter, Hillsboro regains the lead. The lead has seesawed back and forth.
Number 12,
and we've had a couple of ties as well, and now Hillsboro leads for the first time since midway, or since late in the second quarter. Now Jordan Childs' extra point attempt is up high, long, and good.
Extra point attempt is good with 11:57 left in the game. The Hilltoppers
It's Hillsboro 28, Marquette 21. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
There's no better place to get ready for Halloween than Baxter's. Need a costume for Halloween? Baxter's has a huge selection of costumes for rent. Having a Halloween party? Baxter's has aisles and aisles of spooky decorations, plus lots of fun and creepy toys for your trick-or-treaters. Pirates and princesses are big this year, but Baxter's can help you create your very own theme party with their 60-plus years of ideas. Make one stop to the place where great parties begin. Baxter's in Alton on Broadway. Baxter's business is fun.
Berger Automotive is ranked number 1 for fixing cars right the first time and number 1 for customer satisfaction. Berger Automotive can work on all models of vehicles and is your full-service car specialist for oil changes, major mechanical, body work, collision repairs, and tires. Loaner cars are available. Berger by the Bridge is better.
Honesty and integrity, that's Berger Automotive. Berger Automotive.
For the third time in this football game, Hillsboro has a 1-touchdown lead. Marquette also once led by 1 touchdown. We were tied at 7 and tied at 21. Right now it's 28-21 Hillsboro, and let's see what kind of an answer the Explorers have. Here's the kick, and Cecil Brimage drops the football, picks it up at the 5, out across the 10 to the 15, and will not reach the 20.
Number 9, Cecil Brimage on the return.
Brimage returns it to
Dropping
the
number 20,
19.
Kyle Morrison.
Explorers will start 1st and 10 right there. But he was a little calmer than Travis Jones was earlier. When Jones
picked it up, but I wish to God they would just catch the ball cleanly and run with it.
And run. Catch it and run. But
ball at the Marquette
1st and 10
18-yard line. 1st and 10 Explorers.
Just shy of their own 19-yard line. Trailing once again by 7. They send Drew Schwartz wide to the right side. Vest has thrown only one pass in this game. A screen pass, well, actually 2, because he threw one for the 2-point conversion. Now Travis Jones trying to
goes to 22, Travis Jones.
And Jones goes nowhere. No gain on the play.
Zach
2nd and 10, and Hillsboro has made adjustments because that Explorer running game is not clicking in the second half like it did in the first half.
Well, and not just that, but right now, after that last score by the Hilltoppers, momentum is clearly on their side. They look all fired up, both the kids on the field and the kids on the sideline.
Well, they got the momentum when the Explorers failed to convert that turnover into any points. Now Travis Jones sweeping the right side, cuts it inside, and still on his feet, finally spun down.
Number 22, Jones gets the ball.
Scrimmage, maybe gained a yard to the 20, and I'm not so sure that time he wouldn't have been better off going wide. That play was designed to go wide. He tried to cut it back up inside, and when he did, he cut right back into traffic. Ended up gaining 2 yards out to the 21-yard line.
3rd down and 7.
Well, I think now we'll get an answer to your question about is Coach Reinhardt going to put the ball up, because I would sure look for him to put it up now, but maybe that's when he's going to mess us up, switch it up on us and keep it on the ground. But he's got 5 wide receivers right now.
Best in the shotgun, and the snap goes over his head. He picks it up at the 5, sprints out of trouble, up the right sideline he goes and takes it back.
Number 7, Max Vest scrambles for a
12-yard line. So the long snaps have been a problem for the Explorers here tonight, and that turns into a loss all the way back to the 12-yard line, a loss of 9.
Well, and there's a case, too, where if Max had more experience, once he picked that ball up,
4th down from the Marquette 13-yard line.
Throw it out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 10, Corey Marin.
And now Corey Marin stands at his own goal line in punt formation awaiting the snap. And let's see what kind of snap he gets here. And Hillsboro, regardless, is going to have great field position. A dandy snap, and Marin a good kick. It'll be returned by McCoy from his own 49. Across midfield to the Marquette 45. Right up the middle he goes. Breaking tackles and takes it all the way down to the
McCoy returns the ball into Explorer
great
territory.
Field position by the Hilltoppers, who lead by 7, and a big challenge here for the Marquette defense.
Yeah, the tide has sure changed in the past
ball
2 series.
34-yard line. 1st
stops
and 10,
Marquette. They then drive 80 yards and score. Marquette then does nothing with the ball. We snap it over our quarterback's head, have a big loss, and now the Hilltoppers are starting on the Marquette 34.
1st and 10 right there, stacked eye behind Cody McCoy. Long count, takes the snap, turns, gives it to Hobie Smith, and he dives forward for a gain of a couple.
Number 40,
down
Hobie
to the
Smith gets the
32-yard
handoff.
line, 2nd and 8 coming up for the Hilltoppers.
Drop by number 67,
Hobie Smith, 6 carries for 24 yards. Jordan Childs, 16 carries for 130 yards. And Cody McCoy, 5 carries for 53 yards. And that's the Hillsboro forte. They'll pound you, and then hope for the big play. And they've had some big plays in this game.
Yeah, they've had too many big plays.
2nd and a long 8 for the Hilltoppers outside their 32. Here's the give to Jordan Childs on a counter, and he's hit and brought down after
number
a short
7, Jordan Childs gets
was
the
that
handoff.
Andrew Cordy? It was, and Cordy met Childs in the hole
Andrew
and
Cordy.
brought him down single-handedly after a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 7 for the Hilltoppers. A big play here.
Big play. We got 2 big plays coming up. Well, hopefully 2 big plays. If we can hold them here, they'll go on 4th
Brings
down.
up a 3rd down and
they're
7
not going to. I don't think. Well, they got a good field goal kicker though, but I don't know what they'll do on that 4th down if we can hold them here. But we've got to hold them here. That's the key.
It'll be almost a 50-yarder from here. So we'll see what happens on 3rd and 7 at the Marquette 31. McCoy takes the snap and rolls to his left. Looking downfield. Now he'll run with it. He's at the 30. He's on his feet and brought down at the 25.
Number 11,
and it's going to be 4th and short. Let's see where the spot is as he took it to the far side of the field. I think they're going to put him down at about the 26-yard line. They will.
Number 7, Max Vest, and 42, Larry Newquist in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 on that carry from Cody McCoy,
line.
but more importantly, 4th down is 4th and 1.
4th and 2.
4th and a yard, just inside the 26. They only have to take it to the 25, so I think it's less than a yard. And let's see what happens here. Will the Explorers rush the line of scrimmage and try to get him to jump? It worked before. It doesn't appear they'll do it here, although McCoy calls a timeout before he sets the team. So the
timeout Hilltoppers.
The Hilltoppers realize this is a big play and they want to get it right.
Yeah, this could very well be the game. They get the first down here and then continue driving down the field and score. There may not be enough time for Marquette to come back from 14 down.
Still has fresh
this is huge right here.
7:37 remaining fourth quarter. Hillsboro 28, Marquette 21. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports. Century 21 Seneca Edwards has been serving the community for over 30 years and prides itself on customer service. If you're in the real estate market, they provide the experience and service you need to make the best decisions. They offer over 50 exceptional agents who are highly trained to help you through the buying and selling process. With offices in Godfrey, Brighton, and Staunton, Century 21 Seneca Edwards is bridging the gap in the real estate industry. Check them out online at c21seehomes.com.
What do I have to do to sell you a car today?
Roberts Motors, 2 locations, Alton and Wood River.
Hillsboro, following the timeout on 4th and less than a yard, brings the tee out onto the field.
Number 12, Rapeda hold.
And
Number
Jordan
7,
Childs will try
43-yard attempt.
a 43-yard field goal attempt. The kick, it's up, it's high, it's plenty long, but it's wide to the right. He
Field
missed
goal
the wide to the right,
just
and I
wide to
question
the
that
right.
call by Coach Stewart.
Well, yeah, you question it now
If he'd have
because
made
he
it,
missed the field goal.
yeah.
if,
But it was
if he'd have
43
made that
yards.
field goal, it was a great, a great call. And
But what do you have a better chance of doing, picking up less than a yard or kicking a 43-yard field goal?
With the Childs kid and the McCoy kid in the backfield, I agree with you, Sam. I'd have gone, for the first down. Either way, letting Childs run it or letting McCoy hold on to the ball and run it, I'd have gone for the first down.
I bet you Coach Reinhardt's breathing a sigh of relief. It's a 7-point ball game with 7:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 Marquette from their own 20. And here is the give to Newquist.
Ball goes to number 42, Larry
and
Newquist.
Picks up a yard, maybe 2.
Number 72.
And I just think Marquette's going to have to throw the football. I don't know
Also number 40, Hobie Smith.
if the defense is going to allow them to throw the football, but their running game has stagnated. They picked up 2, almost 3 on that carry by Newquist.
Well, you're right about the running game. So far this half, it hasn't done what it did the first half, that's for sure.
Double wing formation with a receiver wide to the right side. Utley, the lone setback, and they run the option to the left side. And Vest turns it upfield, finds a big hole, and has first down yardage.
Number 7, Vest keeps
out
the ball
across the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 14 for Max Vest, and only the second first down of the second half for the Explorers.
And that time Max got the ball to the outside instead of turning it up so quickly and going inside. There's a lot more room to run on the outside.
1st and 10 Explorers just outside their own 35. The clock rolling with 6:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Hillsboro leads by 7, 28-21. It was 21-all at the half. Double wing formation. Newquist in motion to the right side, and here is the give to Utley. And Utley crosses the 40, takes it to the 43. I think Vest tried to take it back on the option, and Utley wouldn't let him have it. And as it turns out, a good decision, I think, by Utley to wrestle the ball away from Vest because he picked up 6, almost 7.
Yeah, and he got smacked with a 1-yard gain. He got smacked hard, but he just spun right off it.
Didn't Vest try to take it back? Is that what you saw?
I couldn't quite tell, but I'll believe you, Sam.
Second and almost 4 for the Explorers from their own 42. Now the counter to Harrison. The hole is there. Harrison, first down yardage and then some across midfield to the 49 of the Hilltoppers. A pickup of 9 on that carry for Jake Harrison, and that play's been there all night too.
Yeah, and the Explorers just crossed midfield. They're down 7 points. They've got almost 6 minutes left in the quarter. They've got plenty of time to drive this ball downfield.
1st and 10 Explorers. Their third first down of the second half, their 17th of the night. Double wing formation. Harrison and Newquist, the wings. Newquist goes in motion. They run the option to the right side, but the Hilltoppers very fast before he can pitch it back to Newquist. And
number 54,
Hillsboro on that play dominated
Carter
the line
there
of scrimmage as 3 Hilltoppers got through before Vest could even consider a pitch, a loss of 3 on that play.
And really, Max is lucky he didn't try to pitch that ball because they were all over him. They were all over Newquist. I mean, you're right. They just dominated the offensive line that time.
Well, one of the things Coach Rick Reinhardt said at the beginning of the season when asked about Max Vest, one of the reasons he chose him as his quarterback is he said Max is smart, and that was a smart play there. Here's a counter to Newquist, and that play goes nowhere.
Newquist, 42, Larry Newquist.
Back to the 46-yard line, maybe the 47. A
Number
loss of 1 and brings it back 3rd and 14.
Well, I think here we're going to see a pass, Sam, so... we'll most likely see a 5-receiver set, empty backfield. Max should be back in shotgun. Last time we saw this, though, the snap went over his head.
Well, they send trips to the left, another receiver wide right. And now Drew Schwartz says call a timeout because there was some confusion. And I think actually Drew Schwartz went to line up on the left side and saw Zach Keenan out there and said, hey, you're not supposed to be here. And Schwartz ran back to the middle of the field and said to Max Vest, you better call a timeout.
Yeah.
And he did. Go ahead.
We're lucky that Marquette had a timeout to call because there was a lot of confusion on that play, and very likely the game is going to come down to this play.
4:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Marquette facing 3rd and 14. The score, Hillsboro 28, Marquette 21. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Thinking about doing some home improvement? The time has never been better than right now thanks to Eagle Home Improvement. We can handle all your remodeling needs, including windows, siding, sunrooms, roofs, decks, and so much more. Right now, save 33% on Eagle Board energy efficient siding. Save 25% on Eagle Series Gold Collection windows. Save 10% on sunrooms and 15% on the project of your choice. We even offer financing for all your remodeling needs. Call Eagle Home Improvement today for a free in-home estimate. 618-259-2500.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance today at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
It's time to book a date for your fall banquet and holiday party at Johnson's Corner. The banquet room at Johnson's Corner seats up to 80, and you can choose either a buffet or sit-down meal. Johnson's Corner will also cater to your home party, workplace, employee appreciation party, birthday party, or a holiday party. When Johnson's Corner caters, you can count on prompt personal service, and afterwards, they'll even clean up the food mess. Call for available dates, 465-5640. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. 3rd and 14 Marquette from their own 47. The Explorers trail by 7. And Vest from the shotgun drops to throw, lets it go deep down the middle, and it is picked off by the Hilltoppers. Oh no, they say incomplete as 2 Hilltoppers collided. Zach Keenan was the intended receiver, running right down the middle of the field, but Vest actually underthrew his receiver, and now the 2 Hilltoppers that collided back at the 28-yard line are both down and injured, and I can't pick up a number on either one.
No, I can't either. And I tell you what, though, that was an ugly collision. Not so much how they collided in the air, but how they both came down and hit the ground. And so all we can hope is that the kids maybe just had the wind knocked out of them, but I see one of them trying to move around down there, but It was ugly.
On that play, the Explorers, I think, had two receivers too close together. They looked like both Zach Keenan and Jake Harrison were in the vicinity. I think Keenan was the intended receiver, but that's why there were two defenders there, because we had two receivers too close together down the middle of the field. And now one of the injured players was number 83, Eric Fath, and he walks off to the near sideline under his own power, but the other injured Hilltopper still down. I think Fath was the one who actually went up and may have had the chance at the interception. And I think he had the football until his teammate collided with him, and they both went to the ground immediately. The back judge signaled incomplete. And, of course, it's Cody McCoy who's down and injured, and that could be a serious loss for the Hilltoppers if he can't continue. And the main thing to worry about here is his well-being altogether, as he has not shown much movement since he went down. And he's being attended to by some Hillsboro staffers. Now they'll send the Hilltoppers players here to the near sideline. The Explorers had gone to the far sideline. And the Explorers, who are still on the field, just off the sideline, down to one knee. And they continue to attend to Cody McCoy. And as Mike Slaughter told you, it was a pretty violent collision. And they're being extremely careful, not moving Cody McCoy at all. And I think they're waiting for the ambulance now to make its way onto the field. And they'll be very, very careful. They'll wait for the medical technicians to arrive with the stretcher. And it appears that Cody McCoy will leave this football game. And now we just pray for his good health and that it's nothing serious. Hopefully they're just taking necessary precautions, and in this day and age they don't take any unnecessary chances. The kid may be lying out there and saying, I'm fine, let me get up, and they may be saying, no, you took a hit to the neck or to the head, and we're not going to let you get up, we're not going to let you move, we're going to let the medical personnel take over. So the clock is stopped with 4:23 remaining in the fourth quarter. Marquette will be facing 4th and 14 when play resumes. The score late in the fourth quarter is Hillsboro 28, Marquette 21. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Midwest Motorsports, one of the largest dealers in the area with over 12,000 square feet of showroom, featuring Yamaha, Suzuki, Polaris, and Sea-Doo. We also have a wide assortment of accessories and apparel, as well as a service department with factory-trained technicians. Midwest Motorsports, just south of Alton in Hartford, Illinois on Route 3, 4 miles north of I-270. Visit our website at MidwestMotorsports.com.
Did you know you can choose your own title company for your real estate transactions? Here are comments from people who chose Premier Title and Escrow Company.
Use them on an average 3 or 4 times a month.
We closed at the Premier office in Godfrey at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I was back to work by 2:30.
They understand what I need when I call them, even if I can't express it properly to them.
For your next real estate transaction, choose Premier Title and Escrow Company in Godfrey, offering professional service with a personal touch.
It begins with a dream. It takes a steady hand and teamwork, and it ends in a dream come true. At Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, we custom design and build your home exactly the way you envision it. Whether you own your lot or you want to locate in one of our growing subdivisions, we'll build your home wherever your dream takes you. Call Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes today at 800-377-3350, working together to build one dream at a time.
47-yard line.
Well, following the delay due to the injury to Cody McCoy,
Marin is on the field.
Who was injured when he collided with teammate Eric Fath. McCoy has been taken away in an ambulance, and there's no way to know what his condition is. But now Marquette facing 4th and 14 from their own 47-yard line, and Corey Marin is back in punt formation and kicks it to the far sideline. It takes a Marquette hop and bounces out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and the Hilltoppers will take over 1st and 10 right there. But now Hillsboro has the tough task after seeing their quarterback and starter on defense
at the end
removed on a stretcher in an ambulance. They take over 1st and 10 with 4:18 remaining. Of course, they only need a couple of first downs to really put Marquette in severe jeopardy. The Marquette defense here really needs to force a 3 and out.
Well, don't you think with the new quarterback they're going to give the ball to Childs?
Yes, they are.
3 straight times and just ride the game with him.
And I'm sure that during the delay, Coach Reinhardt had the opportunity to bring his defense's attention to that fact as well. And here is the give to Childs, working the right side, and he pounds his way forward to the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 on that carry for Jordan Childs. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And right now what Marquette needs are some quick stops here, make the Hilltoppers punt, and then they got to start hustling up and getting that ball down the field.
Ball at the
2nd down and 8 for the Hilltoppers from their own 25-yard line. The new quarterback is Nolan Rappy, a sophomore. And he's in here in a key position, Nolan Rappé. And here's the give to Hobie Smith, the second back in that triple I, and he gains a yard out to the 26. Now a big 3rd and
number 40, Hobie Smith gets the handoff
for the Hilltoppers. The clock rolling with 3:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. So this is exactly where the Explorers want them. You can bet the sophomore quarterback's not going to keep the football or throw the football.
Well, that's just it. You're betting he's not going to throw the football, and who's to say this kid's not a good athlete? He may wind up this time, and everyone's expecting a run, and he may put it downfield.
3rd and 7 Hilltoppers from their own 26. Rappé takes the snap, pitches back to Childs. Childs looking to turn that left corner. He does, and he's going to be very close to the first down, and we'll have to wait for the spot. He went out of bounds right at the down marker. And it's going to be very, very close. Out around the 33, 34-yard line. It's all going to depend upon the spot. The officials put it down. Of course, the Explorers sideline over there. And is somebody down and injured, or seems to be a long delay in terms of. Well, they've spotted the football, and they're going to bring the sticks in about a couple yards, only about a yard off the sideline. It's that close. They stretch it out. We can't see a thing. We'll just wait for the indication. It's a first down. They needed 7. They got 7. And once they set the sticks, they'll roll the clock again with 2:49 left. And now Marquette will have to think about using its remaining 2 timeouts.
Yeah, they were hoping to save those timeouts for offense, but now they've got to use them on their defensive side.
Well, they marked the ball ready for play.
Well, if
he went out of bounds, so the clock will not restart.
Right. But if the Hilltoppers can get one more first down, then they're gonna ice this game.
So Marquette on this possession, I would think, will probably use those timeouts, unless they run up a big gain on first down. 1st and 10 Hilltoppers from their own 34. And they pitch it back to Childs, and he tries to sweep the right side. Childs is able to turn that corner. They finally bring him
number
down.
7 Childs gets the pitch.
A smart play by Childs. He takes it out to the 41, and that's a gain of 7. And it's looking
number
great
88,
for the
Eric
Explorers.
Number 53, Mitch Woolner made the stop.
No, right now that's all they got to do. Keep on pitching the ball outside to Childs. Childs doesn't need to break it. All he needs to do is get first downs right now.
Well, Childs was very smart to stay in bounds there. He could have easily gone out of bounds, and when he saw that he was hemmed in, he just went down about a yard shy of the near sideline. 2nd and 7 Hilltoppers from their own 41. Triple I behind Rappé, the sophomore quarterback, and they give it to Hobie Smith. And he's stacked up, but he's going to have a
number
first
40
down.
Smith gets the handoff.
Actually, he does have a first down out at the 44-yard line. They stop the clock.
And 43 Chinley made the stop.
Marquette with just 44-yard remaining.
1st and 10 Hilltoppers.
They will not use a timeout here, but I suspect they will after first down play.
Yeah,
they'll have to.
They're going to run this play, and they're going to call timeout, and then run the next play and call timeout again.
We're down to 1:35 and counting remaining in the fourth quarter. Hillsboro leading 28-21. Rappé takes the snap and gives it to Childs right up the middle, and he keeps his legs turning and picks up.
Handoff goes to Childs.
The 45 and takes it out to the 47, a gain of 3 for Childs. who now has 150 yards rushing
Timeout,
and 21 carries. Marquette calls a timeout with 1:24 remaining, and Hillsboro facing 2nd and 7. The score, Hillsboro 28, Marquette 21. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Take a look around. Take a good look. See something you want to sell? That rarely used bicycle? A lawnmower? A car? Want to sell the house? Sell them all at RiverBender.com. Just log on to RiverBender.com, click on the classified button, and design your own classified ad. And here's the best part. If you're a non-business entity, it's free. That's right, F-R-E-E, free. RiverBender.com. The Riverbend community at your fingertips.
Rolling Hills Golf Course, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend area, has been providing an enjoyable golf experience and exceptional value for thousands of golfers every year. Rolling Hills offers a 27-hole golf facility, state-of-the-art driving range, and a clubhouse designed for tournament use. Bring out a few friends or have your next business meeting where you can enjoy a light lunch with cocktails and free Wi-Fi. Be good to yourself in your game. Come out and visit Rolling Hills Golf Course or see us online at rollinghillsgc.com. Don't forget, Illinois and Michigan coming up at 6:30 this evening. Pre-game programming from Memorial Stadium in Champaign. The kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Marquette cannot afford to give up another first down. It's 2nd and 7 Hilltoppers. The Explorers have only one timeout remaining. The line of scrimmage, the Hillsboro 47-yard line. Nolan Rapay, the sophomore quarterback, who replaced the injured Cody McCoy, hands the football to Jordan Childs, and Childs keeps his legs turning and has first down.
Number 7, Jordan Childs pops through the crowd.
He does have a first down at the 45. That was a gain of 8 for
Ball
Childs.
into Explorer territory on the 45-yard line. First and 10.
First down.
Hilltoppers.
Marquette 45 and Marquette uses its final timeout. And the only hope for the Explorers here now is a turnover. And Hillsboro, I think, will just take a knee three times. And that'll do it. So Marquette will finish at 6-3. Hillsboro will finish 7-2. The Hilltoppers, of course, are concerned about their senior quarterback, Cody McCoy, who left in an ambulance after colliding with a teammate, and it looked like it might have been helmet to helmet. But they'll prepare for a playoff bid, as will the Explorers. But what a couple of bitter losses for Marquette, losing by 8 points last week at home to Carlinville. And it looks like it'll be a 7-point loss here tonight to Hillsboro, and yet the Explorers played very well in both games.
They did play well, yeah. And again, this game's not over, but it's
3 times to the knee.
Stranger things have happened, sure.
Well, they have, but I don't know.
But not tonight.
I don't see Herman Edwards in the defensive backfield for the Explorers, and I don't think Hillsboro's going to pull a silly play and trying to pitch the ball back. No, there's one knee taken by Rapay. And now it's going to be 2nd and 11. Inside of 1 minute remaining and counting. And they just watch the clock roll down. They've got a play clock here. So Rapay can look over there, and the play clock's down to 10. And now he sets his team and takes the snap and takes a knee. And they'll do it one more time, and the final seconds will tick off, and this game will be over. So after a 21-21 tie at halftime, only one score here in the second half. And you look back, Marquette's inability to convert on the lone turnover in this ball game is really going to be the difference in this ball game. And in fact, they did score a touchdown, but had an illegal motion call, and that was a good call and is the biggest play in this game, really.
And that cost Marquette the game. But besides that, though, they were not able to move the ball in the second half.
Hillsboro takes the final snap, takes the final knee. This game is over. The final
score, the Hilltoppers 28, the Marquette Explorers 21.
Back to wrap it up in just a moment. You're listening to Z1570
With the loss,
Radio
the Explorers
Sports.
finished the season with
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep, in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game brought to you by Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. Johnson's Corner, the most popular corner in Alton. Premier Title, professional service with a personal touch. Chuck West Agency, serving your insurance needs for 47 years. Rolling Hills, the friendliest golf course in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors in Alton and Wood River. Midwest Motorsports, your fun headquarters in Hartford. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Century 21 Seneca Edwards, big or small, we sell them all. Altonized Community Credit Union, offering lower rates on loans and higher rates on savings. Eagle Home Improvement, call us today for a free home estimate. Auto Centers Nissan, where you always buy it right. Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, working together to build one dream at a time. Baxter's on Broadway in Alton, where great parties begin. And Berger Automotive, where customer service comes first.